Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Chargers and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Brooklyn Barons. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Brooklyn ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers. And this is what every one of these guys waits for each and every week, CD, that moment of anticipation just before the game begins.
I know most of these guys have played well over 100 games dating back to their high school days. Imagine that number if you go all the way back to the Little League type of ball. But that excitement before a game.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Fielded just outside the goal line and beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
Throwing to start the drive. Clinton on the screen. This is Eckler. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Brandon, you know that expression, he just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. On 2nd down, Eckler. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. From the gun on 3rd down. Clinton escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
On is the Chargers punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, it's Zach Wilson.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On first down, Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He's got Hooper on the short connection, and he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. To throw is Wilson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson steps away. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Wilson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 39. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Wilson's throw into the hands of Hooper. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Wilson will throw again. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Taking it about the 1. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? A little on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
Becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, you know, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
On 1st and 10, Clinton over the middle, complete. It's Franklin. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He had 6 catches in the wild card win, and that's his first one here in the divisional round, and it's a first down. Back to throw. Clinton buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Operating from the gun. Clinton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Flush to his right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And his kick is good. And that will make it 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here, a long way to go. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. To throw on 3rd down. Clinton eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. We call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A give right side now to Hunt. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. On 3rd down, Wilson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Play action. It's Wilson.
Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Throwing on 1st down, Clinton. And incomplete.
Trey McBride, the intended receiver.
And it's 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On 3rd down, Clinton. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Six 0 our score after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, he shifts past him. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Oh, the little jet sweep to start the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Chargers.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Clinton. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. To throw on 3rd down. Clinton. Will drop this one off to Eckler. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at about the 14. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
The tackle by a gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Hunt will try going up the middle. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. That's a gain of 5.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they'll send out their punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Clinton. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Draw play. It's Eckler. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers 1st down as he'll take this forward to the 27.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. It's Eckler again. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Back to throw. Clinton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On the give, this is Eckler.
He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clinton. And his throw here's incomplete. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. He finds his man, complete. That's Franklin.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Clinton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Charger offense making their way back out there. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off play action. Clinton. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
If they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Clinton. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll begin the drive with Hunt.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Wide 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted.
And the Chargers are going to get the football back at their own 17. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this 1st half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
The Chargers ready to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
On 1st down, Clinton. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 73 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 13-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was going for the age. I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they bring out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. The Chargers getting set to go.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They bring their punter out there now, standing just outside his own goal line. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, Usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places, and the difference is 5 yards or 15, and in this case, that's a big play.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw pulled in by Apple here. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the 38, Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Hunt. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So it's on to halftime of this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the first of 4 Divisional Round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other Divisional Round games in the AFC. And it looks like a good one, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars matching up against the Miami Dolphins. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats for the Chargers in that first half. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half. Meanwhile, on the other side, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This is Hunt on the draw play. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Looking to throw on second down. Clinton. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the side.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the Chargers punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
42 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Wilson.
They'll find a man over the middle, Tutu Atwell. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson looking left side. That's caught by Moore.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Being chased out left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. They run right side with Hunt. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now Wilson. To the right side, and he's got Moore complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Haynes. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
And it's caught. Touchdown. from 4 yards out. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Clinton. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
The handoff, it's Eckler.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
This is swung out to Eckler. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, got the safe completion on 3rd. On is the Chargers punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line.
All eyes on Zach Wilson leading his team back out for this next drive.
Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. To throw is Wilson. And that is incomplete. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
He's airing it out for Williams.
And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Clinton got his man. It's Williams.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Chargers first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. To throw on second down, Clinton. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Clinton going for it all. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now a toss running left. Hunt takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Throwing is Wilson. And that's knocked away and incomplete. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away.
J.C. Jackson there defensively.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Holding. Offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Up the middle with Eckler. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Looking to throw on second down. Clinton. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Clinton. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. On is the Chargers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now the ball comes loose and picked up by the Chargers. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. To throw on second down, Clinton. And he'll just get rid of it. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, Clinton. And that will be incomplete. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. From the 30 on second down, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On first down, Wilson. And he slings one that's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's 3rd. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he loses the football a second time. And picked up by the Chargers. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Following the fumble recovery, Clinton, he finds his man, complete. That's Franklin. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Looking to throw on second down, Clinton. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll move them back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. On second down, right back to Hunt. Room here to run. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
You got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
They go play action now. Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. And he'll work down inside the 45. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They run again with Hunt. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead will hold at 6. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Throwing to start the drive. Clinton. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Able to get this one to McBride. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5, about the 4. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term, imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. Got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run again with Hunt. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Now Wilson. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and
Up the middle they go. It's Haynes, and nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. From the shotgun, Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 26. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. There's Wilson to throw. And pass complete to Moore. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Throwing again here, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. On 1st and 10, Clinton. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. To throw on 2nd down. Clinton has got it to Williams. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Chargers.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run with Hunt. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A carry here for Hunt. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they take a knee. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.